Chapter 1. The Despondency of Arjuna.
As the cascade of even the most brilliant jewels cannot be seen in the dark, so the presence of God cannot be felt in the darkness of ignorance, mental inharmony, or overpowering disease. The spiritual aspirant, therefore, learns to conquer in all battles in order to make the kingdom of life free from every cause of darkness, so that God's perfect presence therein may be perceived.
In a body, mind ruled by King Soul and his discriminative faculties, all rebels have met their just fate, decapitation. The enemies ego, fear, anger, greed, attachment, pride no longer lurk in the secret subconscious cellars to plot against the rightful king. Spiritual man performs all right actions of seeing, touching, smelling, tasting and hearing without feeling any mental attachment. His soul floats on the foul waters of dark earthly experiences of man's sad indifference to God, like an unsoiled lotus arising from the muddy waters of a lake. He cognizes all past and future, but lives in the eternal present, and is resolved in the singular realization. From joy we have come, in joy we live and move and have our being, and in that sacred perennial joy we melt again. This is self-realization, man's native state as the soul, the pure reflection of spirit. Dreams of incarnations play on the delusive screen of individuality, but in reality, never for a moment is man separate from God. We are his thoughts, he is our being, from him we have come, in him we are to live as expression of his wisdom, his love, his joy. In him our egoity must melt again, in the ever wakeful dreamlessness of eternal bliss. If man can for a sufficient length of time remain unidentified with his thoughts and sensations without being in a blank or unconscious state, he will know his true self through undistorted pure intuition. If devotees do not progress, it is because they discard their weapons of self-control. The divine image in man can never be fully hidden. Even the darkest kingdom has some illuminating rays of virtue. I believe that any man may become an ideal person if his prenatal habits under the guise of heredity are not permitted to influence his divine power of free choice. The devotee is amply compensated for any sacrifice made when he at last attains peerless ever new bliss of the soul's awakening in spirit. Bhishma says he will remain thus on the bed of arrows and not give up his body until the sun moves north in the heavens. Literally, this is taken to reference to an, but symbolically it means that even though the ego is rendered powerless and benign by the samadhi meditation of the devotee, it will not fully die. The pure sense of I-ness or individuality remains until the sun of divine consciousness in the spiritual eye during Savikalpa Samadhi moves to the north, upward, to the place of the finer forces in the brain, that is, in the innermost divine region in the Sahasrara, the highest spiritual center in the body, in union with spirit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi.